Well, and let me back up for a second. I want to make it clear that I actually support masking in schools because the schools will get blamed for everything. So even though kids are hanging out after school, they're having parties and such. If kids start getting this, the schools are going to be blamed for this, right? So I really think, I mean, it's a tough situation schools are in, but you have to have mandatory masking in schools because otherwise they're going to be blamed. At least this way they can say, well, we did everything we could, we did everything possible. So I feel for people on both sides of this aisle. It's probably not going to make a difference, but we got to do it anyway, right?
Yeah. And that's a bad reason to do anything, right? Like, just because, well, we're doing everything we can, just don't just stand there, do something, even though what you're doing is completely pointless, right?
Yeah.
You look at other countries in the world. I mean, like Europe, UK, they don't mask their kids in schools at all, or even the
Right.
teachers, right? Because for the same reason you point out that it's unlikely to make any difference when you have these people in a closed space. If it's there, it's going to get there or whatever.
Yeah.
And even you look at mask mandates, and there's some couple states in Germany where they actually mandated N95 masks for everybody, and it made
But
no difference with the spread of the virus within the community. Now, it maybe because people don't know how to wear them, whatever. But if you have a policy, I think it's incumbent on you to recognize it has to encounter the real world. And if it's not going to work in the real world, well, then no matter how brilliant you think it is, it just isn't working. So it doesn't matter. It's a lot of expense and hassle. And there's the
so,
cost of
but
that.
but by not talking about the quality of mask, we're actually hurting people. What we're telling people
Yeah,
is we're
right.
saying
Sure.
we're saying, if you are worried about it, then wear a crappy mask. We shouldn't be saying that. We should be saying, if you're worried about it, then take the time to actually wear a quality N95 mask. So then the people that are worried about it could actually take adequate protection of themselves because the people that aren't going to listen to you and aren't going to mask, it doesn't matter what you say, they're just not going to do it. So I think it's really, this is just my 2 cents, but we've tried it the old fashioned way and it doesn't work. So this is the definition of insanity, right? We keep trying something and it doesn't work.